Hello, epic hero. This is an historical event. That's completely wrong. This is a historic event. Because today is the first day since moving to Austin that I have worn a dress. But I've shed these out of my closet ever since I moved to Austin. And didn't mean to, wasn't like, I shall never wear a dress or a skirt again. I just was really happy to be wearing pants. Really happy to be wearing pants. But today I decided to don the beautiful dress. Not at all because I was running out of things to wear. Definitely part of it was that today I'm making a video all about females in fiction. Continuing something I've made actually several videos about at this point. I decided today to celebrate some of the really good female characters in fiction. From my experience, they are few and far between. Unfortunately for me, as a sci-fi nerd, my favorite franchises don't tend to have a lot of powerful female characters. I also love fantasy, and none of those seem to have very powerful female characters either. I have found a few female characters that are actually well developed, wonderfully written, awesome. And if you have not seen these movies or shows, I would seek them out, just so you can get an example of a good female character. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start listing off my favorite female characters of all time. On the top of the list right now, I have Elsa from Frozen. Disney princess movies, historically, have not been the best at presenting and having good female character representation. I mean, I'm really happy that there are all of these movies about where the protagonists are female always, and it's just kind of a thing. That's good. But the fact that they are so focused on just being like pretty and trying to get a prince to fall in love with them, it's a little bit, it's a little unfeminist. Elsa right now is on the top of, is up there on the list for me. Because not only did she not need a man to save her, but her personality and her character was just so well developed. I'd love to see more for Elsa. I fear that Disney is so hung up on Frozen being a Disney princess movie that has a lot of little girl followers that it's never going to give Elsa the proper continuation of her story that she deserves. I feel like they're just going to be like, yeah, we'll make more Disney princess dresses and little short films with sparkles because girls and the target market, which is so sad because Frozen did so much for like feminism. The second character is actually Elphaba, also Idina Menzel. Notice a theme here. Elphaba is the Wicked Witch of the West in Wicked, the Broadway play, played by Idina Menzel, and that's just a really complicated, good female character. Another play that has powerful female relationships. She's a complicated relationship with herself, she's a complicated relationship with the popular girl at her school, with her sister, with her dad. Idina Menzel, can you play all the roles, please? My third favorite female character is Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games is not my favorite series because I feel like the first one was good, and then as the series went on, they just stopped trying. There's this kind of meme that was going around for a while of Jennifer Lawrence crying because when she cries in a movie, it's just ugly because she's crying ugly tears of actual intense suffering and grief, as opposed to like the modelish actresses who cry delicately and beautifully, just trying to look as gorgeous as possible because that's the whole point. No, she actually looks pained and ugly and messy and snotty and everything when she's crying, which makes you believe that it is actually happening. The men that come into her life are very much a part of the story and something she has to think about, but she's not this love-struck puppy like all of the fangirls are. My girlfriend recently introduced me to Steven Universe, the TV show, and it's a cartoon, right? But it has better representation and more female characters and more great lesbianism than like any show I have yet to see to date. If you don't know, Steven Universe is about aliens that are gemstones, but they also have like bodies, and they're all female, and they're they're like 3 of them are on Earth raising this boy. And it's a long story and complicated, but with the gemstones, how they work is the gems can form fusions. Romance, more or less. Like one gem and another gem get together. It's very romantic. And some of it's outright spoken about as romance, and the rest of it is just little cheeky hints here and there. But even without the lesbian stuff, these are some of the best female characters I've ever seen. Then they have their own passions, their own dreams. They're very diverse from each other. Not only are they diverse in their personality, but they're diverse body types and they're diverse ethnicities, and it's just beautiful. I don't know why we can have this representation in a kids show, but we can't have it in adult fiction. And I'd like to put I guess sort of a disclaimer here saying that I haven't seen a lot of like indie films. I've seen a lot of blockbuster films, a lot of action movies, and a lot of kids films and family-friendly films. And that's where I'm not seeing a lot of representation. I recently started watching more indie movies, and I am seeing better representation in them. So definitely gonna be on the search out for more indie movies now. Yeah, one girl who's gonna be added to this list is from a movie that I'm not sure if it was independent or not, but it was very independent type of style. And it was called Ladybird, and the main character is called Christine, or Ladybird, and she's played by Saoirse Ronan, which Saoirse Ronan is also a brilliant actress that I am now going to go stalk and look up every single thing she's ever been in, because I'm pretty sure from what I've seen so far, here and there, that she always plays really good characters. She and her mom are very realistic characters, very nuanced, very complicated, nothing's black and white. They have a really hard time with each other, but they also obviously really love each other, and it's just kind of beautiful and heartbreaking and just sweet. And I guess tell me in the comments below what your favorite female characters are and why you think they're good representation, and what you think about female representation in media at all. That's something I've been kind of harping on a lot, but I think it's really important. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to hear more from an artistic nerd like me stumbling through life, art, and geekdom. And until I see you again, always remember that we are epic heroes today and every day of our lives. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.